Jaylen Brown wins Series MVP last night. How do you feel about his award? By the way, I forgot that they even do an MVP for that series.
I forgot too, but
It's like 3 years old.
You should. I mean, it should be him. He single-handedly pretty much won the end of two of the games in this series specifically. The steal last week and then the ultimate 3 to extend it to overtime. I know Tatum was exceptional on Saturday night, but again, Brown at the end of this game, he's the guy. He's the clutch. He's the clutch guy at the end of those 2 games. That's why he's the MVP.
Tatum, Butler, Brown, the 3 guys to ever win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP award. That's what you've got so far. Just thought I'd point that out. Yeah, there you go.
I'm almost surprised that Jrue Holiday didn't get a little more love in the voting.
He's the reason you're in the spot you're in.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if they win like 3 of those tight games if Marcus Smart's here. Because he would have taken some stupid shots at the end. Seriously. The addition of Jrue Holiday is allowing this team to sort of excel in other ways, like other than Brown and Tatum.
I don't think
Derek
they win
White
games
shot.
1 or 3 without Jrue Holiday.
Probably not.
That's why I think they should have given it to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to give it to him over those 2 guys.
Why?
Because you know how it rolls.
No, I don't.
They're the 2 most
Sorry,
popular
I don't
players.
believe in how it rolls theory.
They played extremely well the entire series, both Jays.
Okay, but if you're going to have an MVP award, you've got to give it to the guys who made the biggest plays that won you games. And Jrue Holiday was their most consistent player.
Yep.
He showed up in every single
agree with
game.
that.
And he, I think, single-handedly provided the plays that won 2 of the games. Jaylen had a no-show game in Game 3. And that's too strong. Not no-show, but not his best game in Game 3.
Fair.
Tatum, as we know, was not very good in Game 2. Yeah. So each of those guys had off nights in the series. I don't feel like Jrue Holiday did.
And I think if you look at it,
Jrue Holiday played through the flu in one of these games, and has that going for him too.
So if you looked at it like under a microscope as to each possession and take that he would have and each shot selection, his were probably so much more important than the others. Because we'll get there 11 of 24 on shots. Holiday makes more of his opportunities, I think, than the other guys did. And he kind of has to because he's got to fit in. And he's great at deferring. And he just quietly does what he does. And it's methodical. That's what a true pro does. And we've been saying this for weeks now about him. You started seeing him really come on these last 2 series. It's like, holy crap, this guy's really damn good. This is what Brad did to get him over the hump. He's allowing them to excel.
Do you think that they gave the award to Jaylen Brown as a makeup for him not being first-team All-NBA?
I don't think so. I think he was the best player in the series from start to finish.
And by the way, the voting results were 5 votes for Brown and 4 for Tatum.
Yeah.
Nobody gave Holiday a shot, which is absurd.
Well, I agree with that, too. Like, you would think there would be like 2 or 3. But if you don't look at the stats, like the stat people are going to say, should have given it to Tatum. If you don't look at stats and you just watch the game from a competitive edge and see who plays with intensity from start to finish, and I know Holiday's the most consistent player. Jaylen Brown's right there behind him, but a little more pizzazz. It's the flash.
Well, I mean, Tatum's down game,
the effectiveness,
he rescued the team in overtime. So, like, his down game was winning it for his team in OT.
Yeah.
He still had late game heroics. It just happened that you needed to get him to OT for him to do it.
Yeah, but if basketball people are watching it, you're saying Brown was the most effective guy in this series.
No question. Wasn't. It was Holiday.
I understand what you're saying, but of the award's going to go to one of those 2 guys.
Well, the basketball Supreme Court went 5-4 in favor of Brown last night.
To my point, 5-4.
Did they get that right? Did they get that? And should there be one of these awards for the Eastern Conference Finals?
It feels a little
I'm
aggressive.
against this, by the way. I'm against there being an official MVP for this series.
Yeah, it's like,
do they do that for the AFC Championship game?
I don't know. No. It's like Belichick getting handed the AFC championship. Just get rid of this. I don't want to touch this. Get out of here.
ALCS MVP.
Give it to John.
Who wants that?
Yeah.
No, I don't feel like that should be an award. Of a finals or championship series, yeah, I can buy that. I can get on board with that. It's like everyone needs to get more trophies. Add more trophies into the mix. Guys like trophies. Give them more. What? Why?
Yeah, I could care less about it. More importantly, they're there.
But it is fun to talk about for our purpose.
Sure is.
Jaylen Brown was into it too. Jaylen Brown was fired up for that.
Oh,
award.
yeah, no, of course.